All right. Good evening. And normally my routine, I love greeting routine, my normal greeting, morning, good afternoon, good evening, because this video I'm making on live right now. Many of us might not be on live watching me, so most of you might likely meet the video in the morning. Most of you might likely meet the video in the evening or afternoon, or most of you might likely meet the video in the night. So I normally go by greeting randomly, morning, afternoon, evening. So I'm Dennis Chukwuebuka Okeke, aka Onyenjem, one of Africa. I'm a traveler, I'm a travel writer, I'm a travel promoter, and also a lover of culture and tradition. So today I normally tell my stories about using my life, coming on live, telling my stories, and also telling my story through writing too. And also I make videos through telling my story through making videos. So anyone you prefer coming live to watch me, or coming to read my write-up, or watching my videos on YouTube channel. And in case this is the first time you're coming, you're highly welcome. If you have left before you come back again, you're also welcome. And also, if you have been following me right from day one to now, you are still welcome, and I love you. God bless every one of you. Okay. And I want to use this medium to announce to everybody that Onyenjem also have a YouTube channel, Onyenjem TV. So if you're on YouTube channel, most of my videos I'll be posting from, most of my travel videos I'll be posting right now will be on YouTube channel. So always come live with me, and also follow my YouTube channel, Onyenjem TV. So today I decided to do one of my write-up. Yesterday I was talking about women's riot, and many of us don't really know the story. So today I'll be discussing more about the story, with reading the story, because I did some write-up about women's riot after my research. And the research I got was from the same Dr. Rafet. So he's a great man. I respect him a lot. Like I said yesterday, do not mind my voice. So I'm getting better. My voice is already getting better. So before I continue, I did ask a question. That was a giveaway. And I asked a simple question: the date and where Lord Lugard visited. Let me start afresh. Where the state where Lord Lugard visited, the 3 states Lord Lugard visited. One, that was the first question. And the second question said, where and the date did they amalgamate Nigeria? So that is the 2 questions I asked. And I said, anybody that got the answer correctly, I'll be giving the person a recharge card of 1,000 naira. So I believe anybody that is getting this answer is going to be a person that is always coming live, following me on my live videos. So if you're always watching my live videos, you're going to be, getting most of these my answers. You get. So that's it. When I now check options, let me run and quickly check options. When I check options, I was seeing different answers. Like different answers. What is this? So let me go. So I was seeing different answers. The first one that I saw, okay, somebody said Sokoto, Kanu, Lagos. So I think he got the amalgamated, that is Olori Adebayo Latifat. He got the answer based on the amalgamated letter was read in 1st of January 1914. So, but the Sokoto, Kano, Lagos, yeah, he got answer from Lagos, but he didn't get the Sokoto and Kano. I don't know where he got your answer from. So I believe if you are following me live on my YouTube or my Facebook, please, if you are coming live, kindly like, share, comment, and like my posts. Also comment. So I believe if you are coming live with me always, you will get this answer accurately. So somebody said Lagos, Sokoto, Kano. So I don't know, maybe that's what Google is giving you, I do tell people that most of the histories you read online today are being put, or should I say input, by humans. It's not robots, it's not spirit that puts it there. It's somebody like me and you understand, went to Google to put that information for us to to learn from. But most of those informations you guys are getting online are very, very wrong, because the people that place that information there are human being like me and you. So the real answer to that question I stated it yesterday, was Lokoja, Lagos State, and Kaduna. I repeat myself, Lokoja, Lagos State, and Kaduna. So for most of you that don't know, the 3 states that Lord Lugard visited in Nigeria, from the research we made, was Lagos State, Lokoja, and where? Kaduna. So today I'm going to be reading for those people, and the date was accurate, was correct. 1st of January 1914. Yeah, you understand, that was when the speech was read. So for those people that is not live with me, please, I endeavor you to watch this video, because I'll be asking questions from here, and I'll be doing giveaway of 5,000, 10,000, 1,000, 3,000 naira recharge card, 20,000. So depending on the kind of question. So pay attention. Now, the real story of Aba Women's Riot. Somebody was asking yesterday, Aba Women's Riot, did they start from Akwa Ibom or start from Aba? I told the person that come on live today, they will know. So the research I made, I'll be reading according to what I wrote here. All history books told us that, I'm coming, let me brighten up my phone. Told us that Aba Women Riot started because they asked women to pay for a tax. But that is a lie. Now, most of us understand that the story I've been reading that online is Aba Women was asked to pay for a tax. So that was a lie. So look at the real story here. Let's flow. The real story of Aba Women's Riot started between the misunderstanding of Nwayirinwa and Emeka, the tax collector, who went to collect tax from Nwayirinwa's husband, Mr. Ojim. Emeka was sent to Nwayirinwa's house to collect the tax. As he got there, he saw Ojim going out. Emeka greeted him and told him that he's here to collect tax, and Ojim said to him that, you know, I don't have a job, but anyways, go and meet my senior wife. She interpreted to us that he has 2 wives. Now, what I'm trying to say here is that Emeka and Ojim interpreted that he has 2 wives. So one of the wife name is Nwayirinwa. You understand? Please, if you are coming live, like and comment my shares. So the second wife is also there. So Emeka, okay. So Emeka did as told, but unfortunately he did not see the senior wife, but he saw the junior wife who was making palm wine. So he saw the junior wife, he didn't see the senior wife, so he saw the junior wife who was making palm wine. The moment the junior wife saw Emeka, she knew he was a tax collector. And she asked him, why was he here? Emeka told her that he's here to collect tax from her husband, but her husband said that he did not have, and he directed him to go and collect tax from the senior wife, which he did, but not seeing her. But as I saw you, I thought it would be thoughtful of you to pay the tax. Nwayirinwa quickly replied to him, you know my husband does not have any job, and I am the one feeding the family, so why do you come to me? Emeka replied that what she was saying did not concern him, that he's here to collect the tax, and she knows the rule, failure of not paying the tax in each family, that they will come to collect the goat, fowl, or other livestock from the house. Immediately, Nwayirinwa heard Emeka with that palm oil in hands. Nwayirinwa discovered that she was soiled Emeka's shirt with his oil hands. She quickly raised alarm, probably out of fear, and started shouting, and other women started gathering, which Nwayirinwa started telling them that Emeka came to collect tax from her, knowing fully well that my husband is not working and he wants me to now pay tax. So what this story is trying to tell us that the husband is not really working, and Nwayirinwa is an industrious woman that is working, like the wife, one of the wife of Ojim. That's the name of the man. So Emeka came to meet the husband, which Emeka knew that the husband is not really working. So the husband sent to go and meet one of the senior wife, but he went there and saw the junior wife, which is Nwayirinwa, you understand? So when you want to now start asking me question that, okay, why do you want to meet the husband? It's like an insult. You know that the husband is not really working, and you went ahead to meet my husband, which you should have come to, come to write and come and ask us and all this stuff. or maybe he should go and come back whenever he sees job. So that's what the woman was trying to paint there. You understand? But coming to meet her to pay the tax, that if you're not paying the tax, even went ahead to threaten the woman that if you didn't pay the tax, I will take any of your properties in the house. So that is when the woman left the palm oil that he was doing. Hold Emeka, normally somebody that is just like putting your hand in the dirt, rubbing the clothes, it's dirty the clothes with this thing. Hold Emeka very tight. I was screaming that the other women should come out, that this guy came to collect tax and you know that my husband is not working, blah 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 blah. And now after this is the main story that happened that caused the Aba Women's riot. From there, the women started fighting that, okay, this tax issue of a thing should be cut off. You understand that, it's really weighing them down. And I believe that the colonial masters are the one demanding for this tax. I don't know why, but maybe for their construction of one or two things or thereabouts. So this is the real story that fabricated that the tax man wanted to collect the money from women. That was when the issue started. There were no women leader in that riot. People just spontaneously came out and walked in group. Now, they said it was one woman that led the group. But my write-up is trying to tell us here that there was no woman leader. It was everybody just came out in group. It's just like maybe we are 10 that come out and start protest. Okay, just like this protest that is going on in Nigeria now. And the protest, somebody just came out and said, I am the leader of the protest. Now, we know that this is the person that instigates the protest. But, coming out in a group and nobody, they said, who is the leader of the protest, and we all said, all of us are the leader, no leader here, we are all group. So that is what really happened here. Now, the Aba Women's Riot did not start in Calabar. Rather, the riot ended in Calabar and started in Calabar Province, because what was Calabar Province, which is now part of Abia State? A warrant officer who was in charge of Calabar Province was based in Oloko, Abia State. Oloko, that is now in Abia State, was under Calabar Province before. The court of the warrant officer is still standing as we speak, but nobody is staying there now except the Woodlands. Let me repeat that part again. The Aba Women's Riot did not start in Calabar. Rather, the riot ended in Calabar and started in Calabar Province, because that was Calabar Province, which is now part of Abia State. Now, the riot did not start in Calabar, but it started under Calabar Province. Then, Oloko was under the province of Calabar, but now it's under Abia State. So it started from that Oloko and ended in where it was the end. So he now said, Oloko that is now in Abia State was under Calabar Province before. The court of the warrant officer is still standing as we speak, but nobody is staying there now except the Woodlands. Now the province where the whatever started ended there, and now it's still standing. The office, the district office is staying there, but nobody is staying there till now. Rather, if you go there, Woodlands are much than the rest. Now the riot started from Oloko, spread from Oloko through Umudike, where they were marching down to Umuahia. In the process of marching down to Umuahia, the women from Owerri joined them in the demonstration. It was in Owerri we had the first casualty. When the colonial master saw them marching and in quantity, he escaped with his car and hit one of the pregnant women, and she fell down and died. Before then, it was a peaceful riot, not until the colonial master hit a pregnant woman with his car, and the peaceful riot became something else. Now, this is where the main riot now began. Now, they were protesting that the tax they are collecting, blah, 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 the colonial master is collecting is much, blah, blah, blah. So they have to march down to the office to protest, just like the way we are protesting. So to tell you that this protest of a team did not just start from this generation, it has been long, far back. So the women, oh, thank you very much. Gabby Pounds, getting to learn from here. God bless you. Gabby Pounds, please like and share my comment, my life. Thank you very much. So now the women where the riot, the peaceful riot begin started having issue, like become chaos, was when one of the colonial master was trying to escape with his car, like trying to drive out. He mistakenly hit a pregnant woman, and that's when the pregnant man fell and died. So the peaceful riot become unpeaceful riot. Now, after a long time, some of the women moved to Aba. By the time some of these women got to Aba, because of the death of that pregnant woman that happened in Owerenta, some of the men joined the riot. Now, from there, the men joined the riot. Listen, some of the men joined the riot with the women and took that advantage of breaking into the white men warehouses and shop. And it was those warehouses has just been broken into. That was why they called the Aba Women's Riot. Now, to tell you that this protest of a thing, like I said before, is they don't just start today, like this generation or this year or last year. The protests have started since our fallback generations. You understand? And hoodlums have been existing before then. You understand? Breaking into warehouses and the rest. No, so let me continue from here. From Aba, okay, sorry. The emphasis was in Aba because it was in Aba the colonial masters made enough laws in terms of finances. From Aba, the riot spread down to the Cross River State, which made more men join the fight. And they went on destroying more. As the destruction was going on, some of the women gathered themselves and marched down to the warrant officer house, which is the white man. When he saw those women coming, he got frightened. It was his fear that led to the killing. It was not even the white man that started shooting. It was one of the black men who was securing the white man that opened fire before the white man brought out his gun and started killing the women. That is why we have more killing in Calabar than anywhere else. The day we get our history right, that's my advice. The day we get our history right is the day Nigeria will be better. Let's start setting our record straight. Now, I want you guys to learn something. Have you ever wondered why history is not being taught in our school? Have you ever asked yourself the main reason why, if you check the school curriculum, you won't see anything like history inside that place? Because they know that the day Nigeria will start reading our history, you'll find out that this Africa is a great country. That is why if you go to secondary school today, the history that you only learn, you only see is about the government history or whatever. But if you start going into details about history in Nigeria, because if they start going into details about history in Nigeria, then you understand that Nigeria is a great country. So that is the main reason why some histories are not being taught in school. If God permits me today, I'm still alive in the next 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, I'll be one of the people that will stand to fight for this history to be taught in school. History should be part of the curriculum in school. Because most of the youth we have these days, most of the generations we have these days, they don't really know about history. The only history that most of our generation know today are about Tiwa Savage, about one celebrity, about Don Jazzy, how he married and divorced, about Davido, Chioma, and the rest. But if they ask you an history, what really happened in so year, you won't know. Some of us are very good in analyzing football, talking about history about or biography about a footballer, but you don't know the biography of your forefathers. So that is why I took my time and said, this history, I'm going to be teaching it online. Even though I'm not perfect, I will try my possible best. I believe with time, I'm going to master, because this is my third or fourth time coming on live. You understand? So I believe I'm going to master this history, and I will be lecturing most of you online here. So I believe if you're on live with me, you're going to learn a lot. Even though I'm not really perfect, at least pick something from the one I know. History is good. So the government should try implement history in our culture. The government should try implement history in Nigeria rather. The government should try implement history in Africa. I was talking to Dr. James Raphael. He will tell you that most of the history books you are looking for, or most of the history books, are found in a museum or in a library in London. Is it London Western? I don't know how he called it. And I was asking myself, Why will Nigerian history, be at that region? If you ask yourself who discovered River Niger, they will tell you it's Mungo Park. How did Mungo Park discover River Niger? These are the things that we're going to sit down and write and read. We're going to analyze it here. You cannot tell me that Mungo Park discovered River Niger. Who took Mungo Park to that River Niger? Is it not the villagers that are living in that area? Is it not villagers that carried Mungo Park, carried him, show him direction that there is a river here, it's called River Niger, and Mungo Park now said, okay, or there's a river that is here, Mungo Park now wake up one morning and say, okay, let's call this river River Niger. Because it's closer to Niger, related to Niger. It's just a common sense that we all need to learn. Common sense, just small common sense. One white man will tell you, I discovered this one in Nigeria. I discovered this one. Who took the white man there? It's not the same African that took the white man there. So these are the things we need to start learning. We need to start telling our story. We need to start correcting the story, because I believe if you sit down and listen, most of the deep stories I've gone into, most of the research I've done in Nigeria, I discovered that yes, Nigeria is so blessed. I really appreciate the white people coming to assist us getting our story. But sometimes you need to sit down and do what? Tell your own story yourself, to tell the truth about yourself. Because most of these stories are fabricated just to look sweet, that yes, they really tried for us, for whatever. But I will tell you the gospel truth. I will tell you the gospel truth. Learn to tell your story, and the government of this country should bring back history, or even though there is not history, should inculcate history in one of the among the curriculum in Nigerian schools. At least it will help a lot to tell our history. I believe if there is history being taught in our country, there are societies that will not be, that's supposed to not to be going on right now, will even put an end. But because we don't have knowledge about our histories, that's why you see things going on left and right. You understand? So that's the main reason why I just sat down and I said I will be telling myself, chocolate, oh, chocolate, how far now? Baby, what's up? How is everything? So that's the main reason why most of us need to start telling our stories. You understand? And I want to beg everybody watching me live right now, if you have any story you want to share about one or two history, even the one I said here, if you want to correct me, you can call me on phone, chat me up, tell me, Dennis, I want to correct you on something, I want us to learn this thing, or I have an history that I want to tell. I don't mind sending you data for you to come live with me. Let's discuss one-on-one. You understand? That is the main purpose of me coming live. We're here to learn. I'm not here to challenge you. I'm not here to challenge your forefather. I'm not here to challenge anybody, but I'm here to learn from you, and you will learn from me. So if you don't have any history, see, this is a page that I would love even students from secondary school, because I believe this generation from SS1, they already have phones. So instead of you take your phone and start watching people watching rubbish on internet, watching Facebook, I would advise you to take your phone, follow Onyenjem, or tell your neighbor or your friends out there that this page is going to teach you about Nigeria or Africa history. That is why the page is being created. So please, let's start learning about our own personal history. Let's start learning about our own personal culture. Let's start learning about our own personal tradition. Let's start telling our real story. This About Women Riot, something that I just read now, is from my boss, Dr. James Raphael. And most of the pictures that they are putting in About Women's Riot, telling me that this is About Women's Riot, didn't like, most the pictures are fake. The real About Women Riot is not even existing right now. The women that I heard that the women that that, don't worry, I will show you the picture maybe before my live. There's a picture I'm going to send on my. You guys should just keep on following my update, because if you follow my update, you're going to learn a lot, so that you not mislead other people in the society. You understand? So that's it. So I don't know why they are stopping history in school, but I believe that the very day that they will allow history to go on in this school, in secondary school curriculum or university curriculum, there will be a change, and there will be a change not just in our environment, not just in the country, but there will be a change in our mentality. Thank you. So I still remain humble boy on in one of Africa. I'll be coming back live by 10, 11 o'clock this night. Kafish. God bless you. See you on my next live.